Hello, my name is Liam, and today, in company of my partner Sarah, we are going to tell a story which is accompanied by the continuous past.
A girl named Stacy Johnson, whose mother died when she was 6 years old, and whose father was an alcoholic who abused her. However, this did not prevent her from being a very bold, intelligent, and kind girl. One night, the girl was on the street. She didn't look at the avenue, and a car ran over her, causing her to lose her memory.
When she woke up, she was in a hospital. She saw a doctor passing by and asked him, "Excuse me, what I am doing here?" To which the doctor replied, "You have suffered an accident which has caused you to lose your memory and have a fracture in your left leg." Stacy was surprised and asked, "Where are my parents?" The doctor said, "Your mother died when you were 6 years old, and your father disappeared 3 months ago because the police were looking for him."
Stacy panicked and started to have an asthma attack. The desperate doctor started to tell the other doctors and nurses to help the girl, while her father was being captured by the authorities. Meanwhile, the girl was trying to survive when suddenly doubts of her past started to appear, but they were not very visible to her mind. So she woke up scared, but she did not feel the same.
She perceived that something in her mind and body had changed. She felt very strong, but she felt alone. She felt very powerful, but she suspected
I feel powerful.
that everyone was afraid of her. Stacy decided to sleep to forget everything that had happened, but she died not now that she had developed a power. She began to have a terrible nightmare.
Only that her father was running desperately towards her, but she could not run because she had a broken leg. Her father, with a knife, was running very desperately to get to his daughter to make cuts on her body, while Stacy tried somehow to escape from her father when he was short distance away from the girl to hurt her with his knife. Stacy woke up in a cold sweat. She saw her right hand and it was full of blood.
Her concern increased even more because she didn't know how that had happened, and the whole room where she was stained with blood. Suddenly a big, robust man in a black suit arrived and said, "Hello, Stacy. Do you remember me?" Stacy replied, "No, no, where are you?" To which the man replied, "Don't be scared, I am Mike, and I am a close relative of your mother. The doctors told me you had an accident and lost your memory."
Stacy nodded. "Well, I will help you remember everything you've been taught. Let's start. On September 4th, 2010, at 9 in the morning, your mother gave birth to you. She was very scared because they were a family of scarce resources, but with luck, she could have you in a hospital. However, her life from that moment was not easy. Your father, seeing that you were not a boy, mistreated your mother because he said it was his fault. He beat her constantly. It was like that for 3 years. Until one day your father came home drunk and hit your mother because she didn't have her dinner ready. He hit her so much that he killed her. She died suffocated while you were watching that. Stacy still not knowing how to react.
Mike released it and gave her a hug to comfort her and let her know that she is not alone. They stayed like that for a long time until they separated from each other and Mike says, "It's better for you to sleep. You have been strong a lot today." "I wish Stacy replies, oh, but please, don't leave me alone. I am scared of this hospital." The older man says, "I am sorry. I can't stay with you. I have to go." He gives her a last hug and leaves. A few minutes later, two nurses arrive to Stacy's room and leave her dinner. "Here you go, miss, and the minute we come to examine you." "Thank you," she says thoughtfully. After dinner, she tried to sleep to calm her fear, sadness, and confusion, but she didn't succeed.
Many people told me that I was crazy, that my dad was murdered because he liked to be one, and that I was the same, which led me to have hatred and resentment to those people. So I started using my powers with them. From that moment, every person who approached me in a bad way or wanted to hurt me, I was not going to archive it. That sometime later, he died in hell because of all the physical abuse that the policeman gave him. So I also got even with them. Thanks to that, I could get the powers to make me respect as a woman and more as a person. I am trying to forgive the people who hurt me in the past, and I also try to use my powers for the really necessary thing.
I look like all you need.